Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning. We from group 6 will present the material teaching media for language feature. And the following group member, me, Rinada, Konia, Lulu Maulida, and Shifa Alifia. Next, definition language feature. Language feature, namely linguistic feature. What is mean here is a text will have a specific language pattern in its delivery. Its pattern can be in the form of tenses, can also be in the form of grammar rules. The following are the language feature and products text language feature of what is known as structure or argument related to grammar of a grammar. Learning media for language feature. The right teaching media, both language or learning media, can connect students to an authentic audience of students never get to actually use their language skill. They can quickly lose their motivation to learn language media like authentic video or audio application to open up an audience of native speaker with who they communicate. This experience give much more credibility to the flow of language learning than laying socially on the somewhat of artificial cooperation that take place in classroom. The next, Lulu.
Okay, the media for language feature. The first is Facebook. Facebook is learning media can important the ability to speak English in Department of Muhammadiyah Sukarakarta, because Facebook media is special advice namely learn 10 models that can be used in the media are more varied and not modern. The so the learn are not born in the learning activity and not modern. The so the learn are not born in the learning activity. Second is TikTok. TikTok is application many users make video about tutorial products, reading English to learn material. Teacher can use the TikTok application in English learning media. Teacher can use TikTok application and media for learning vertical text. Vertical text is the contents, the step or steps that must be changed for to goal. The next is YouTube. YouTube, the interview with replace to use because she explained that it's promising to build student until learning consortium. Their English skill, besides, is the excellent tool to read what the student actually learned. To English knowledge, he said that is very compared with student English that never expect best grades.
The next, Instagram. Instagram is a learning medium that can be exploited and accessible to all learners because students have been able to use Instagram well. Instagram can also be categorized as having a considerable features to support the learning process. How to use Instagram as a ghost medium can be made on the Instagram feed, IG story, and live. The next, Twitter. A ghost medium can be made on the Instagram feed, IG story, and live. The next, Twitter. The use of Twitter ensures English vocabulary taught Twitter in English department student from the perception of the participant in this study. The research found how Twitter can help improve English vocabulary through the 4 points of Blackhawich and Fisher in this theory, which mention 4 indicators in the learning vocabulary.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Koniah. Implementasi language feature. Remote social interaction, Facebook. The use of Facebook flexibility by students can support learning English activities, but at school and in social settings. Through Facebook, students can communicate with many people so that it challenges students to communicate in writing in various Facebook user communities. In school, Facebook can be used to support English learning activities. In school, Facebook can be used to support English learning activities. Next, conclusion. Media is an internet intermediary tool to achieve learning objective. The use of the appropriate media can support success in the learning process. Two-dimensional and three-dimensional media are different and have their own strategies and weakness. The learning media describes about describes above can be applied in teaching English. This will make it easier for teachers and students to achieve learning goals. As we know, there are many kinds of learning media. For a good teaching and learning process, we must use the right learning media. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.